move this out of the way. How did that get? Oh, either way. Hello there. First time actually beating, what is? Not really a rival. Just a guy I play with in my clan. So this is on Bleach Immortal Souls. Still currently the first rank. Kinda hoping for my bud Vosto to beat me, or Leo even. Vosto usually does. Takes usually about half a month or so. He's pretty good at building up his strength. Gonna show just the daily thing here today. Stay my thing. Not particularly good. I mean, I really don't focus on building teams necessarily. I just focus on what's good and what kind of works. There really isn't anything particular that works the best. For me, I usually focus on Aizen. Your boy Don guy. He does bleed well, but it's because really he just has that one skill right here. But he doesn't really do quite a lot. Okay. Stayed up last night. He's very good as well. And these two work well in conjunction, but unfortunately not well with him. He doesn't work well with Stark. Still upgrading him for other setups, obviously. So far I haven't upgraded Ruki or Senpai Sakura as much quite yet. Game's a pretty fun game though. Like the good thing about it is you can just spend like less than an hour a day and have everything done. Come back later in the day, spend the stamina again, and you're done. You know, got a lot to it. My little tip here, and I don't usually do it, but if you wanted to do it more patient, you can. With the gacha specifically, what you can do is sometimes you'll have an event where you get more for doing more gachas. Usually I try and get that event done, but I don't always. But with these events, the summoned ones, if they have the summon events, don't do them. Because usually what they'll do is they'll put it right before a box or a character summon. And I wouldn't recommend doing it because you don't get enough from it to warrant doing it. So, little recommendation there. Also, another recommendation, make sure you're watching for what this says. If you're not going to use a character, specifically like, for example, Mel, if it says insert a challenge, increases this stat, if you're not heavy into going to nightmare mode, don't upgrade that. Yeah. Until you're like really willing to go in there every time to nightmare specifically like I do. But even then I don't really need it, luckily. But make sure you almost always trying to upgrade one instead of like this, for example. Not specifically in Squad Boss, but like increase the attack of characters in Squad Boss is very good. I'd recommend upgrading that if you want to build up your score. But see if I can go to Kenny. He's probably the best example of this. Got him pretty well as far as that goes. Increase attack and defense by 2% for all characters. It's pretty good. Not the greatest, but it's pretty good. HP, that's gonna be a huge hit. To increase everything. Crit chance for skill characters. You might not think that how specific that is very good, but it is. So if you just look at all the skill characters and the ones I'd be normally using or you'd be normally using, he's an attack type, but he doesn't need crit chance. attack type. Attack type. There's a skill type right there. Skill. Attack. There's a lot of attacks. We see these characters right here. These are right here. These guys do need that extra buff, and there's quite a lot of characters that actually use that kind of skill. I think she might be one of them. Yeah, crit chance of skill characters right here. Just an example. Block chance for all attacks with 5 characters. That's also very useful. We usually don't have a lot. It's always better just to do automatic. Unless you want to, specifically go through, that's up to you. Nothing against that, eh? You don't really have to follow the rules I do. I just basically base it off on all attack. Because it's just personally my playstyle. I don't like to wipe them out before they have a chance to kill me. And I don't use those characters usually because in the early versions of the game, it would not really, the skills I selected would not apply to them at all. I'll never use these guys. Because, yeah, things can get a bit fishy if you use the other ones for whatever reason in your early game. I don't know if it still does it, but it doesn't really apply them to it. Another tip, don't use auto. I just kind of screwed myself into some rages. I could have just used ice on the blind guy. Oh, and a fun way of playing this, if you have a good amount of overall strength, just let one team get taken out, then let the next team get taken out, and keep going until you can see how far you can last with that. It's a fun little thing you can do. Also, he can kill himself. I don't know why, personally, but sometimes he can. Ooh. I'm really not even sure what the self-damage tick is from, but either way, whatever works, I guess. Switching out to the sizing. Thinking that sizing is one of my favorite characters in the show. And yes, I called an anime a show. It's shown to me. Thank you. Dang, I should get it. That's fine. I got this in there. Yeah, I remember it's pretty easy if you can focus. Like, if you get a good roll, it's really easy. If you get a bad roll, you're fucked. Trust me. That roll is about that. And yeah, I could upgrade now. No, I should have. There's 2 on it, I think, that have that kind of thing. You could upgrade them. It's only a 5% increase or 3% increase, one of the 2. I haven't checked. Because I'm not interested. Because I'd rather have that little fun bit. Like, if I get a bad roll, okay, just next team, you know what I mean? It's more fun that way. Wait. I said... smack. This guy's actually really easy. Yeet. Probably could just kill him if he gets the crit. Yeah. Oh. I won't be boring this time. Boring is dangerous. Oh, I see. What's up? I'm gonna see. Ah, crap. Yeah, it's false alarm. Good. Alright, Stark, let's see what you've got. Why ain't gonna save the day? You son of a bitch. She was like a motherfucker, didn't she? Alright. Just to be letting her show you how I do that. The theme thing. So how long it can last, I guess. Usually the last fight isn't this annoying. Captain Kyokusa. Captain Kyokusa gets it. No, I'm not here. Who's the highest card? Definitely the last. That's it. Oh. Damn, this only half that nice. Oh, I know why. It's because I just like a lot of skills that if I win a certain amount of time, they will. Usually don't select as a nightmare for good reason. If you lose, you have to see the debuff, which is what it is. Yeah. Oh, crap. Life moves on. Why would you bang me? That's not really nice. Oh, fuck my ass, man. Damn, block rigged. You! Stop healing! No! Hey, I killed one in motherfucker. What have I done? Yeah, for anyone who wants to know how to say her name, Captain Kyokuso Getsu. Senbon Zakura Ukiura. Those are the names. Some people will be pronouncing incorrectly. It is what it is. It doesn't really matter too much. Just Mexican pronunciation. Kill her. Yeah. Do it. Holy shit. She's still freaking healing. Just stop. I don't think I'm gonna beat this level purely because of that one. God damn. That was close. I thought she'd heal again and I'd be like, you know, oh fuck this shit. Yeah. Oh, we did. On that server, Destakon used to be the number 3. Still hoping for him to come back at some point. No, I don't think he ever will. Unfortunately. That's why I have the Sukiora like completely upgraded and my little Fiora like max the fuck out, even at 5 stars. That's what you need. The Sukiora. I also just like the character. Now, if you haven't read the description of my channel, I do covers, but I don't want to do them on YouTube necessarily. I have in the past, so if you've been here for a long time, you remember that my voice used to sound like I was ripping it out and putting it back in, and then trying to rip it out again with vocals. I have improved quite a lot, but in order to really see them on my Facebook, I may link it eventually. The stories on there are public, so whenever I do post them, they are there. But I won't be posting them on YouTube, so if you want, like, friend me or whatever, since I only have, like 4 or 5 subscribers or whatever, go ahead, I don't really care. I don't post them on Instagram either, unfortunately, because I have had issues with it just declining every one. YouTube can be fidgety, but Instagram is very abstinent, unfortunately. I used to post quite a lot, and I do have quite a lot on there. They're all old ones, because I can't get it to allow me to post anymore. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm tired as fuck, dude. Alright, well that's mostly all the daily stuff. There's also Arena. I usually don't play right through it, because most of the people I face are just the random people, but for today I suppose I can fight people like Monster the Tiger that I'm probably not going to win against. Show you some things. This is me losing, basically. I usually put her like that, because I can get her rage instantly. I don't mind not having to bleed, because I don't really focus on having Arena. I just focus on kill, not really bleed. And bleed damage only takes effect after they attack. As you can see, his Sylvie no Shirayuki is a pain in the ass. Ooh, that's a good status chance. Alrighty then. That was insane. That's why I like Matsuda. Powerful one. Very powerful character. He's a very good double building on teams. Him and, I'll fight if I can manage to get it in. Him or her. Yokino, I think it is? I'm not sure. That person's too and is also pretty insane. The bleed, if you fight it, sometimes her bleed alone will take out half your entire team's health. I've had that happen. Very strong bleeds. Very strong. I think I've only beat her once. I'm not sure who it is. No crit? Critical. Yeah, I'm not gonna. There's really only 3 people that don't mess with on the server. Matsuda, Leo, and Yukino. Vasta would do fight. He's like the number 1 usually. Unless I take him over just for a few seconds. But he's been getting a lot better at building, so I still try and fight him to see how he's doing. Max is one of those guys that he focuses on the old characters mostly still. There's nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. He still has the overall, he still has the damage, still has the defense, the very extremely system. It's just not as great as the other teams, unfortunately. Hey, he's doing much better at building. Sometimes when I fight him, he'll just be wiped out instantly. But this bot seems to be much better. He seems to have built his team quite a lot better for defense. I like that. Very nice to see. Hoping he beats me. Because I've created him, like, just completely annihilated him so much. I'm gonna hope I'm for him to go eventually. This isn't really arrogance, it's just like, I'm looking for people to improve in the server, get stronger, get better at building. Rather than really good at the world. That's all I use eyes on. That flies in. Silenced. Oh, what are you doing? Nope. Only 2. Maybe for 4 at least. He goes up for 7. He didn't know. Looks like a 30-some% chance. Or is it 18? I don't know. Let's see, Kanda Kanade is another one I usually don't mess with, but I can sometimes, and Mayhem usually just wins, but I still fight him on occasion, just to see how he's doing. Here's the one with the bleed team. At one point, I just wouldn't fight her at all, because she would bleed my team and just kill me instantly. Very good for that. Status checks is what's going to give you the win a lot of the time, even with lower initiative. Almost always, if you have a really goddamn high status chance, you gotta kill everybody. And if you want builds, go right to Nasex, Naseq, and go to his character videos. He always has really fucking good builds for everyone because he goes through extensive testing and stuff. Just as a heads up. Yeah, she does a mix of defense stripping and then bleed. Ugh. Yep, that's a good amount of bleed right there. I probably won't show off my builds because mine aren't really that special. I just kind of focus on the strong points of the character, like Aizen is good at crit, and so is Zangai, so I use that to their advantage. But that's really about it. Let me show you Sire Hill. Another example of great status chance builds, especially with his Meori. Didn't kill him yet. He has a tendency to attack the same way as the other guy. Oh, and he's dead. That's been a while since I've fought him. Cool. There's Vasta. He's built his team very well, based around healing. It's like healing in extreme amount of defense. The reason that would be a good one to do is because if you have a lot of defense, you don't have to worry about your defense being strict, especially with shields. Because some characters with their shields, they're very heavy in defense, especially, which is very nice. So if you get enough shields built up, like he has two characters, like the front row gets that shield, it can usually work to your favor. And with enough status chance, with someone like, you know, obviously, Sabino Shireiki and Urahara, it can be very good because obviously you want that decoy to deploy, you don't want to get that much damage to him, and you want him to be immune as much as possible. He's gotten better at building his team, obviously, but I kind of wish he would just annihilate me at some point. It just gets so much better that he can just wipe the floor. And you've also probably noticed that my white Ichigo is not very upgraded. I don't use him for anything but arena, and every time I release a character, I always fall a little bit behind. There's so many that I have at 3 stars still, so I really just focus on whoever releases, get them strongest. You can play however you'd like as far as that goes. Some people usually just focus on a specific character like Max does. They like that character, so they'll upgrade that character a lot. I don't usually do that unless it's with Ikura or Aizen. I've only got those 2 to 5. As far as UR characters that aren't from the random slots. Another recommendation, you can spend money in this game, but if you do, there's only one daily that actually matters. None of the weekly matters. Not to say crap about the company. I love the company. I've talked to them on several occasions. Very nice people. You know, just generally, you know, wish them good luck, seeing how they're doing. Here's a little glitch, you know, maybe you want to fix it, maybe you don't. You know, but, you know, they're good people. But the only daily that matters is the one with the Awakened Essence. That's it. If you want to do dailies, always get that one. Don't get the other ones. I'm not saying you shouldn't, or you can't, but I would highly recommend only getting that if you get a daily. Because 4 Awakened Essence a day is a lot more than you think. when I used to do that every single day, god damn. I got every character at least up to 4 stars every time. Easy, no problems at all. But now obviously I don't do that because, I don't really mind to. That's the things I save for. Like, I gotta track some setups right now. And yeah, as far as weeklies go, unfortunately there's not really any. I follow Masek, or whatever, for most of that information. But yeah, the weeklies aren't that great. Most of the monthlies are pretty good though, in my personal opinion. They're pretty well off. That was not the greatest. I wouldn't aim for that. You could aim for that if you're looking for these, but I wouldn't recommend it. Don't get this. But this one right here is a pretty fair one. This one is okay. This one's okay. But if you really, really need awakened shards, I guess you can get it. I mean, I'm Omni shards, but I wouldn't recommend it either. If you're not. This one though. Always get these 3 if you can. I don't. Because I really don't care. And also these, you can yourself get characters to orange very easily. Never get these ones unless you're really, really early game and you just really want to get them upgraded instantly. But always, if you don't want to spend a crap ton of gold and a crap ton of time, orange 5 to red 5, always purchase this for that if you feel you want to start doing that. I would recommend it. Because that range is the most expensive by far. It's insane. 960k? That doesn't seem like a lot. You got red 3, 2.25 million. Going up from that is 2.7, but right here is 1.2. Right here is 800k. That's why. It's really expensive. And just the equipment too. 1.84 for just the weapon. Yeah. These are red 5. 976, 1.85, getting out of red. But it instantly goes to like, what was that, like 800k and something like that? Yeah. This is a recommendation. If you do spend money on a game, don't worry about anything but yellow 5 to red 5. And yeah, I know it's orange, but just what I'm used to. That's pretty much the daily stuff on the game. In here, I've already got everything completed. I mean, by completed, I mean I really don't focus on it too much. But yeah, basically it. I chose squad boss, but I've got to get up and feed my pets, so probably won't do that. So, oh, I will show this though. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna take this for today. Reason I haven't seen in a while. But yeah. Spam. I get no people that hear my number saying, "Hey, yo, friend, what's up? Here's some hearts." Do I know you? Because I don't think I do. Alright. I'll see you guys on other points. But now, time to feed my cats. And, lead.